saying. Just a reminder to everyone, if you have questions as we go through, please do put them in the chat and we can ask as we go along. We're going to move over to Indonesia. Dr. Paulina, we're going to ask you the same question. What have you seen work in terms of scaling up in Indonesia?
Okay. Thank you, Tony. So can you hear my voice?
Yes,
Okay.
perfectly.
Thank you. So I'd like to talk about how kinds of approach about the digital transformation in Indonesia. So before the pandemic, actually, many universities in Indonesia and also include my university, we tried to do the online learning, the digital learning for students, but we had a lot of challenges happen, and then that's why the implementation of the digital education is not carried out well. And due to the pandemic, so it is the necessity for us to implement that. And thanks for our government, especially the Ministry of Education and Culture. Now we have a different name, which is Ministry of Education and Culture, Research and Technology, and they initiate the digital transformation by reforming our curriculum. So they implement the new curriculum, which we call Merdeka curriculum or independent curriculum, which involve technological intervention, such as launching various application or online platform for education. And our ministry actually had a significant influence on our digital transformation process in education, in Indonesia's education sector. They have initiated several strategic changes, like altering the logic of education management and building a support for transformational actors or teamwork, and also incorporating technology as an intervention lies educational transformation. And then our not only creating some strategies, but also our government provide funding, creating funding, more funding for us to do the transformation, the digital transformation. So we have three kinds of focus of the ministry to support the digital transformation. The first is school for school. The second is for the higher education institution, and also the last one is for the industry. So in school, they provide free LMS, free teaching platform for teachers where they provide access to high quality teaching materials for the teachers, and also the platform facilitate the self-paced learning, enabling teachers to access training materials anytime, anywhere, and also fostering collaboration among the teachers. And also they all provide the government provide the educational report platform, which is comprehensive tool that presents an evaluation of the educational system in Indonesia. And it encompasses student learning outcomes there, the learning process, the equity in the service quality, the service also. And also they also provide the platform for the administration, like managing the planning, the administration, and also reporting the school budget use. This is for the school. And then they also provide more platform and more fundings for the university, the higher education institution for us. So for example, they provide a platform where we can sign up as the hosting university and also sending universities to send or receive students nationally or internationally. And also they also provide a platform for the lecturers where lecturers can teach anywhere, can teach other universities or institutions.
Yeah.
And they said the government also set the policy that push us to follow the policy. To it is a must for us to sign up to the platform. So if we want to have a good digital transformation, so we have to be in the platform. So we must be in the platform. And also for the students have a very good access for their mobility programs. So it allows students to
Yeah.
go outside or to study outside for 3 semesters. So it's up
Ah,
to students where they want to study. So they can just sign up for in the platform and then they choose the university. And then if the university accept them, so the government will provide funding for the students. And also the for the industry sector, the government, the Ministry of the Education, they collaborate with the Ministry of Economy and they create a platform named Kedai Reka where the higher education institution and also the industry meet at the platform. So not
mm,
only we need the industry, but also the industry need us.
yeah,
So we can do
yeah,
like practitioners teaching in the university. And
yeah,
also we can bring our students to have a industry visit
yeah,
easily. And also we can collaborate some activities. For
yeah.
example, we have done
We're
kind
gonna
of
have to we're gonna have to stop there, Dr. Paulina. But
okay, sorry.
what's
Mhm.
really interesting, you've shared so much. I really love the strategy, the sort of funding from school. I think that's common from what we've heard about funding from school, HE, and industry, which is, I think, a really useful addition. But also the idea of providing free
Yeah,
LMS really supports consistency and then shared platforms across the sectors. That's fantastic. Thank you so much,
thank you.
Dr. Paulina. We
Thank
need
you so
more
much.
time for everyone, but for today, we've got an hour. We're going to move over to Laos, and it's Dr. Kuhnvile. Over to you, Dr. Kuhnvile. Are you with us?
Hello.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry. Yes, there's been a last-minute change. So thank you for being here, Dr. Sunthasak. Nice to meet you.
Yes,
What's
nice
your
to meet.
thoughts on scaling up? What's your experience? What's working well for Laos?
Okay. Thank you, Tony, and nice to meet you, everybody, for this workshop. And sorry for Dr. Kiarakon Kunvilai. He could not be here, and he asked me to represent for Laos. According to the question from Tony about scaling up digital transformation in Laos, in higher education in Laos, actually. In Laos experience, we have done quite similar to our neighbor like Vietnam, Cambodia, or even Indonesia. So it have done several things, but what I try to point out this time is about our readiness to apply those activities. For example, the infrastructures that we still lack. I mean, there are many places still don't have internet access, and we could not provide those infrastructure for them. The second point would be some issue on human resource that we have, how to say, lacking of serious training series for the people who will be a key for digital transformation. And the third point, I think I agree with the idea from Brunei about the stakeholder involvement. It's not because higher education is not only Ministry of Education, but it will be another ministry should be play in the important role. Like in Laos, we have Ministry of what the information and technology and communication, and also the Ministry of Industrial Commerce, which is working with industrial also. So those people, which is a key players for this work, should work together. But I didn't see much in Laos for now. Uh, the fourth one, according to what I see now, we don't have a good integration of digital transformation in the curriculum in our university yet. Of course, there are several projects and pilot projects try to do this work, but after the project, it seems disappear. I can say that. So we need to be like more serious in terms of integration and kind of sustainable funding or working with those areas. Last but not least, I think one of the concern for digital transformation would be the cybersecurity risk for our student or even for data that we have. So this risk, I think in Laos we don't have good cybersecurity system, which is can be a risk if we stepping up to bigger bigger objective and could not consider as the problem. So that's what I can say from Laos. Hope it would be a good discussion point for all of us. Thank you.
A really important point about, as any country or any organization, as it develops its digital impacts or digital transformation or its internal digitalization, is cybersecurity. And you know, it as we become more digital, the risk increases. And so it's really interesting that you've raised that. Is there any work in Laos which is addressing that, or is that still an area of development? I know you mentioned it as a concern, but
yes, we have issued several decrees about digital transformation, basically from Ministry of Technology and Communication. For example, we have a decree on the digital government management system, and also some decree from Ministry of Education on digital education platform, which is National University of Laos try to have the e-learning platform, and they got some funding support from Korea and create online learning, not online, this type of e-learning class, so people can access and learning something for learning some class for free. But as I mentioned, it needs to have a bit step up because somehow it limited in only certain subjects and certain area. If we need to have more bigger approach, it can be like need to be more budget and infrastructure to help system.
Yeah. That's fantastic. Thank you so much for that contribution. As I say before, if you have questions, please put it in the chat, or if you have ideas or suggestions about what we talk about or any issues, please put it in the chat box. We now thank you very much, and